Hello, my name's Kittenwalk, and this is my book review of Bomb by Steve Shirkin. And my general thoughts on the book was that throughout the book, it felt at first I thought it was about from the perspective of Gold and how he was going to tell his whole story about being a KGB operative who got or a person who was recruited by the KGB and how he was like going to be reluctant and how he was trying to get out of it and then eventually it just spiraled out to where he couldn't. But then Oppenheimer came in and I thought for a few chapters and I thought he was going to be the main focus and it was going to be from his point of view and somehow was going to kind of gold. But then all the other perspectives started coming in and we started seeing events spiraling into other events. You can see a really fine timeline, even a really good detail about it. It's like they interviewed people. It seemed like they interviewed people a ton, and they got all this information, like in impressive detail. Like I don't think I can tell events like they did about my own life, but somehow they did it. And they also made events like in the beginning where it's like like fusion was discovered and they found and then people started gossiping in the physics community and were like it was like this is oh my we need to tell everyone and then someone in the paper got the paper showed us to someone. This guy was like, I need to tell all my physics friends at this college, and so he went there started saying, oh yeah guys we need to tell you this. And then he eventually goes to Oppenheimer, who was main the focus of for a bit, and he says, "Here, Oppenheimer, you gotta hear about this." Like, nah. But then it's like, listen, and told him, and it was like Oppenheimer was like, "Yeah, now it's my life's goal to do this." And then the events started escalating, spiraling, and then like, it was like the scientists knew right away about what this could be for the war, and people was like, we need to tell someone. We need to tell the president. Then there was like whole search of that. Then there was like whole search of other things, and it was just it eventually spiraled and started escalating till eventually the bomb actually was created. But also there was like other people who was like saying, oh wow, the Americans shouldn't be the only one to have this. Oh my, and that was Gold. Or not Gold, Ted Hall. He was like a 19-year-old kid who's like, the Americans should have this. The Soviets could have it too, because like we can't have one big thing. We could have to the other one. He said regretted that, but he still gave information, and then Cold and Books also gave information, and we actually see how they did it, why they did it, and even their personalities a bit. Also, Oppenheimer's personality, and it's like there's like these little events, these small events, big events, or medium events, and then big events. It just started collecting. A ball and like it happened so quickly. It was like really awesome. But like I don't know if a children it would be a children's book. I feel like it would be like more of like I want to say a 13-year-old kind of book. Like maybe like when usually like I think I was when I was like 10 to like 12. I want to say that's I started talking about World War Two or One. I feel like that would be a good point to do children's talked about that because it tells you tells you perspective of people from both sides and like what they felt about it and how they did it. And yeah, I feel like it would be that level of children's book is like we're starting to talk about it. This is a really important part, and this is how everything spiraled into like small events, big events, and all the way to the bomb making, and also the end and a bit after, and how it could if it's still affecting the world just from that time event. And that's really impressive because yeah, it's